Hey guys, welcome to another English commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be a match, part of the Blizzard-sponsored 2v2 Starfeeder.com tournament, and the two battle sites, the two sites that are battling it out here are rEpS.ru, which honestly I'm not very familiar with, and Starcraftorg. Once again, Starcraftorg being represented by our friends Ahzz and ammas, once again, or llamas. I'll just go with Ahzz. So orange, orange and yellow, these cross positions here, and rEpS.ru supported by Atomic and mOsQ. Interesting, mOsQ and ammas. Anyway, continuing with the game, let me show you guys the map really fast. So basically, teal and red, so Protoss zerg versus terran zerg. Combo here. Let me double check to make sure that's correct. Yes. This is Python, and it's called Python because, again, you see that giant Python in the middle. A lot like Lost Temple, except for, well, you've got the ramp leading into the secondary and the gas, and you don't have any map artifact to drop tanks on. Although once I did see Boxer put a ghost right in that area and just absolutely nuke the crap out of, I think it was Nara. These expansions are completely open, as you can see, and yet again, another hallucinated Tyrannid that's going to die in a couple seconds. I don't know why they put those out on the map. Anyway, mineral-only expansions out in the middle, and then it's just mirrored across the map there. So anyway, getting to the actual game, I'm trying to think if there's any announcements I need to make. So pylon down, and no scout actually to support that pylon from our friend here. Let me make sure I get the teams right again. For rEpS here, Starcraftorg looks like the Overlord managed to sneak into his base, so both zerg players getting a nice eyeful at each other. And in the meantime, looks like our friend ammas, I believe, yeah, ammas is sealing in his front door. So it'll be interesting to see what each player decides to employ as far as a strategy. Getting back to a couple other things. First of all, go to se2gg.com. Also check out starcraft.org, and if you happen to speak whatever language rEpS.ru is in, go check that out as well. Fortunately, not as familiar with it. Looks like we've got a tech build coming from, interesting, a really, I'm surprised he went tech before putting down the second gateway in a 2 versus 2. But it looks like our Protoss friend, mOsQ, Atomic, trying to get it right in my head here. Looks like mOsQ decided to put down a gateway and gas, so he's going to go for a quick tech build. Instead of putting down 2 gateways, and he's going to produce 2 zealots immediately off the board. I'm surprised, very surprised by that decision. Zerg spawning pool going in the meantime. I think he's going to need a little cover from his Zerg friend. 2 hatcheries going there, a spawning pool and a hatchery on this side. So it looks like we saw maybe a 12 hatch, not quite a 12 hatch here. In the meantime, we're going to see a Zergling push from orange onto red, but it looks like, yeah, it's not going to be that big an issue because you see the front door seal. Let's see if this probe manages to get an I don't think it got an eyeful of that second barracks. It does see this initial marine being produced, but if Starcraft.org can produce a handful of marines and then push quickly onto our Protoss friend here, I'm not sure that he's going to have that combination. Might be a powerful enough combination to do a lot of damage. In the meantime, looks like a zealot pushing out to our Zerg friend, second hatchery going down for Ahzz. Cybernetics core up and a second gateway now going down. 2 zealots produced at this point, but again, zerglings are now away, and the zealot and this probe are going to immediately have to run back, and they've got to get a cap on this ramp. But supplementing with this marine, with these 3 marines, it'll be interesting to see if he holds. In the meantime, we'll see if Starcraftorg decides to press the issue. Looks like only a single marine coming up to supplement. So these zealots aren't going to be able to hold the ramp. Looks like a single zergling was taken down. The zergling's actually going to be able to sneak around and get inside, going to get up the ramp, but it looks like a little bit poor micromanagement there. They didn't manage to get all the way in. Looks like there's only 3 zerglings left. They're just running around at the moment, allowing that map to go down. The marines not being very well protected against these 2 zealots. These 2 zealots just running rampant all over these zerglings. So it looks like a bit of an opportunity to miss. In the meantime, zergling support coming from Teal here. He's teching to layer in the meantime. Let's see basically how close these two guys are. Fairly close as far as their lair tech. Sunken Colony also going down in that, but Sunken Colony out in the front door, and with a little bit of a blockade, that'll be easy to hold. Looks like red is safe, and that's going to be a big boon because he's going to be able to basically just start absolutely pumping units in the meantime. Looks like, wow, through a good amount of micromanagement. First of all, an Overlord is going to get killed right here. Through a good amount of micromanagement, looks like rEpS.ru is now kind of busted it open. They're going to start. They're going to run into their zerg, into our zerg friend Ahzz here. It looks like the front door is blocked. Zerglings engaging on the front here. Looks like that front door is actually breached. He didn't hold it for very long. Now opening it up. Just going to rely... Man, you can see he's already hurting for supply. 13 out of 10. Losing that Overlord was actually pretty big. So things not going well thus far for friends at Starcraftorg. Trying to get a second... It looks like he's getting a Spire down, but only a single Sunken Colony and a handful of Lings. I really feel like if these Zealots attack now, that'll be it. Dragoons in the meantime going backside into... looks like they're going to try to take out a second Overlord here. And that will absolutely be disastrous for Ahzz. That's Ahzz, right? Not Hamas. Yeah, Ahzz. Let's see what Hamas is up to in the meantime. He's just going straight Medic Marine Firebat. Gathering up a Medic Marine Firebat force right now. He's only got a single medic in the group. Maybe he can push on. Maybe he'll be able to push on this Dragoon force here.